Back on SportsLine, Titans training camp kicked off on Saturday. Day 4 today, the final day of sort of their first segment of work. They take off a day tomorrow, then back to practice on Thursday morning. And then a couple great opportunities for you guys this weekend. Friday night, for the first time ever, Titans going to take their show on the road. Literally old school Friday Night Light style. They're going to put on the pads at the facility, put the helmet up under the shoulder pads, carry it on to the bus, and then they're going to bus down. I don't believe there'll be yellow school buses. I imagine there'll be charters, but they're going to bus down to Franklin, to Centennial High School, where they're going to get off the bus. They're going to walk out there, stretch, and practice for 2 hours under the Friday night lights at Centennial High School down in Franklin. Great opportunity for the folks in Williamson County to see the Titans up close and personal in their neighborhood. Just a really, really cool thing that the Titans have never done before. I think they're excited about it. I think it'll be cool for the players to get out of their normal environment. And I think it's so cool. While they've had great crowds at St. Thomas Sports Park, and I'm sure some of the people down there in Franklin and the surrounding communities have made the trek up here over the past few days or over the past couple of years for these training camp practices that are open to the public. Well, how neat is it that you can just go down the street on Friday night and check them out at Centennial High School? So that's really cool. And then on Saturday, you get the annual dress rehearsal at Nissan Stadium. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Fans are going to be welcome to come into that practice as well. So a chance to see them in the stadium on Saturday night. So a lot of cool opportunities coming up this week. And of course, a week from Saturday is your first preseason game against the Jets out in New York. But today wrapped up that first 4-day segment. As we said earlier, the offense kind of pushed back today after the defense really dominated in the first day of pads on Monday. Here was Mike Mularkey's evaluation after today's practice.
Better practice today, a little more competitive than yesterday offensively, and I think got something done in all 3 phases. So I was very pleased. It was a tough practice, knowing they have tomorrow off. These are always a little tougher, a little more intense, and a little more reps, so we got a lot done today.
The pushback from the offense, is that exactly how you draw it up as a coach? So you're not going to have a great day every day?
I think so. I think you want to see how they're going to respond to really getting punched in the mouth yesterday. Our defense came out and out physical our offense, and we came back and they responded, and that to me that doesn't surprise me with the guys in that locker room, but it was good to see the competition that there was today.
Mike, do you watch 87 run around these last few days and think at all of your good fortune in landing him? Yeah,
that obviously, he's been a productive player throughout his career, and I haven't seen any kind of a drop off at all. He's just very crafty receiver. He knows how to get open, and he's picked up our offense very, very well, very, very well. So great addition.
Henry showing you anything about himself that you didn't already know?
Nope. I knew. That's pretty much it. I mean, he's a good player. He's a very good player. But again, he just came back in tremendous shape.
Kind of backed DeMarco down a little bit today, Derek.
I did. Knowing they have tomorrow off, knew what kind of practice was going to be today. I did do that, and he'll be back on Thursday.
You had a couple of big hits after today. How do you talk to defense about when to maybe deliver a blow, what's good, what's not? How'd you like it?
Well, we had 7 live plays of short yardage, and it was live. I mean, everything about it was live. And again, that kind of gets the blood flowing and the intensity up. And again, we had a couple of hits that we wanted to just be smart with our own team. I appreciate the toughness and the physicality, but not with your own teammates. I did that all day Sunday, absolutely, but not out here. Got to be smart.
Think of the kick you get out of the cast of characters on your offensive line, because that obviously works so well together out here, but just the different personalities. We're trying to talk to some of all about that.
That's a good description. It's you can tell they like each other. The one thing I thought that was unique about our O-line, when everybody went their separate ways in June, those guys all stayed in town and got some work done together, which is rare in this day and age. But you got different personalities from all 5 of them, and it's kind of a fun group. But when it all comes down to it, they're the type of players we want, the physical players, smart, physical, and dependable players. They're what we want and they're fun to be around.
How's Corey? I know you said he was good first day, maybe yesterday night, back down a little bit. How was he today, man?
I thought he, yeah, I saw the catch after the fact, saw it on video out here. I thought he had a good day based on what I watched. You know, when his number was called, he came up with a catch.
How'd you see it on video so quick?
Robbie, you know, it's no, he had it on his phone, and I heard the hooping and hollering, so I knew something big happened.
So you're kind of curious about it. He kind of showed you.
Yeah.
What did you think about his concentration?
It's great. That's what you know. That's why he's been so productive. That was a big play, a contested throw, 50-50 ball. We haven't had a lot of success in those. That's what we need. Got it from him today.
Coach, you touched on yesterday how the players use iPads and technology to kind of prep for practice and prep for games. How is that sort of kind of helping players with their games?
Well, it's such a technology world, especially for their age. You know, it's they're used to it. Used to having something going on in their hands constantly, whether it's the phone or the iPad. So I know it's going to be around them. I stopped in yesterday when they have their 3-hour break in between practice and meetings, and there's a lot of them on their iPads just sitting in their locker. You can't. It's a convenience. You don't have to go into a meeting room. You can watch what you want to watch. You don't have to have somebody helping you. You can do it at home. It's just it's a great teaching tool with that pad.
How was from your eyes? How has technology evolved in sports for you in your preparation?
It's been beneficial. Sometimes it's an overload because you think there's so much now more information you can gather that you're afraid you're missing something, and so it's just more and more thrown on your plate, and you just got to understand what's timing-wise what is beneficial for you to plan your game plan.
How does Jack Conklin get better from where he started last year?
He can get better. He can. He saw a lot of things. I think people now know Jack a little bit better. They'll be studying him. They'll be studying how guys attacked him. Jack's constantly working his trait, but I think Jack has some room to even get better than he was.
He said just that. Is there something about, I mean, I guess when you come in and be an all-pro, there might be a tendency for some guys to rest on his laurels. That's not him, is it?
That is not Jack Conklin, I promise you. He's going to do whatever he can to be better than he was, and every day he comes in here, that's the way he works. So that's just something that was a reward and a nice compliment to the way he played, but that will not affect him.
How's the Dory been through 4 days, and how do you kind of handling his playing time?
He's been good with the opportunities that he's had. He works. He's we got a good DB room. He's working his tail off out here and taking advantage of the reps that he gets. But they're all going to get their chances. It's still early in camp. It's only the second pad of practice. He'll get more reps, but nothing negative right now.
Why do you think the pass rush drills and championship belt is such a big deal for these guys?
Because they're competing. It's competition. I mean, I could make any drill out here. It's about competing, not wanting to lose, and it's pretty important, especially to those two groups. I think when before that drill came up, before we came down as a team, I think the defense was dominant in the pass rush, and then all of a sudden you put the stakes of that belt on the line, and all of a sudden that offensive line responded and won 4 out of the 5 rushes. So it's all about competing for those guys.
The belt changes things.
The belt stays. Yeah, the belt stays in that room. It'll be a little more important on Thursday because that will depend on meeting time who wins that competition. It'll be Thursdays.
You have an early Friday morning meeting, or you have the meeting time?
Thursday night will be cut whoever wins that competition on Thursday. So I promise it'll be a little